and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. It's mid-month, it's April 15th. I have made all my money moves and put things into savings, put things into categories between my sinking funds and savings tracker. So if you're interested in discovering how I do sinking funds, savings tracker, and then yes, I am trying to do a little bit of cash envelope stuffing as well. I have 2 cash envelopes. I have my cash, and it's going to be a mini cash stuffing. So that is what we're going to do today. And if you're interested, please stick around and let's get started. Okay, I am back. So sinking funds. I love sinking funds. And the reason is when a bill comes that's due annually that you forgot about since last year, and you've been funding it $4, $5, $10 every month for an entire year, and it comes due, bam, you have the fully funded amount, and it doesn't affect your budget. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't overwhelm. It's just there. Here's the cash and you're good to go. So I love sinking funds, and I love putting a little bit into savings just for this. So when they pop up, they're taken care of and I can move on with my life, which is pretty awesome. Now I'm going to go through and just write the ones that, well, first of all, I'm going to go through and write the deposit amounts for each of the sinking funds, broken down by 12 months. So with Disney Plus is $79.99. If you divide that by 12, it gives you $6.66, and then it keeps going as far as a continuing number. I forget what that's called. It's been a while since I've been out of school. And so I rounded mine up to $6.67 a month. That extra penny will give me a few pennies more to carry over until to cover the entire amount that I need, and that works for me. So that's how I do that. So we're going to put these totals in. I have fully funded Amazon Prime when they went ahead and increased the amount for $129. So I'm going to put a nothing in, and nothing came out because it's not due until September. Okay. I had to put a rubber band on my pen. I love this pen. I love the color. It's an 05 Frixon erasable pen, but these things just rattle and aggravate me. So I want to use it and I don't want it to rattle. So anyway, moving on from there, Disney Plus, $6.67. Apple subscription is, find my cheat sheet over here, $5 excuse me, and 84 cents every month. Oregon termite, so I used this one this month, paid the annual termite bill, $57. Even though we're moving, it's a transferable thing, and the new homeowners can have that security, and it's very desirable when you're selling your house if you have things like that to transfer over to the new homeowner. So heating and AC here, I am adding $20. It's also an annual contract where in the spring and the fall they come and look at your heating unit or your AC unit, depending on what season you're going into, and they make sure it looks like it's running correctly, that it's clean and good to go for the new season. Sometimes they find trouble. I've had one. It wasn't my contract, but it was a rental place, and they came out and discovered there was a crack in the heater, and it was a gas heater. So that was very scary because it was actually in the attic space above my son's room in a townhome, and I thought that was an odd way to build it, but that's how they built it. And so carbon monoxide was on my mind, and that kind of scared me a little bit, but they assured me it was fine. I had a detector in his room, and they found that crack and they replaced the whole unit. It was dying anyway. It needed to be replaced. City of Chesapeake is where we pay for our property taxes for our vehicle and stormwater for our house. Actually 2 vehicles. That I put $57 away. All I did there is whatever the property tax was last year, plus the 2 stormwater bills I get a year, I divide it by 12 and get $57. Now, will it be a little more? Could be. Will it be less? Possibly. Could it be right around the same? Definitely, especially the way the values of our vehicles are holding right now in this time. This is 2022. My vehicles are 2013 and 2010. So they're pretty old for vehicles age. And so they need a lot of TLC, but they don't have to pay, I don't have to pay as much tax as if I had a brand new vehicle. So that changes too. Cell phone tech, I put $100 a month in just in case we need to make some purchases, laptops, computers, cell phones, stuff. So Christmas fund. So this could be for giving, this could be for presents, this could be for activities, it could be for anything. $50 a month is what we put in, giving us $600 for us. We're a family of 4 adults. I have 2 sons and then my husband and me. And yeah, we're all adults. So really, when Christmas comes around, family still provides a lot of money for what they want and buys them gifts. I really don't have to buy a whole lot, but you know, they're adults, so you know, they just give money and we just buy what we want. And this is just for the family to do things together. So they're not little kids anymore, and so it's just kind of weird. Vacation fund, I put $50 away. Now this is a small vacation fund, so this is like a day trip or an overnight stay, 1 or 2 nights or something like that. And or we're a staycation where we're going around doing activities around here. It's not a traditional vacation fund because you're going to see another one in here and then another one on my savings tracker. It's only because I haven't moved this money yet. I got to figure out how to do that. So, but yeah, this is just for small things. I put $50 a month away for that. P.O. box. I have a P.O. box, $20. This may change. The money I save up for this, if I don't use it, I think August is when it comes due again. If I know I'm moving, I'm not going to renew that. And I'll have to take it out of my videos, I guess. I use it as the address in the description box in my videos. So, but I will no longer have that. So that'll change. Next I have business license. This may change too. I have slowed down my Etsy business for these budget sheets. It was doing really good. And then with the move coming up, balancing that and this, I might keep my business open for the downloadable printables and all that stuff. But I'm just not actively pursuing a lot of sales for it. If they come in, that's great. If not, I'm not going to worry about it, but I won't renew my license next year because I probably won't be here next year, but I will fund it. So if I go somewhere else, and if I do go somewhere else, I might change the business name and start a whole new business in another place that include my kids and my husband. And we're just trying to come up with some family things. So that's going to be interesting. So that'll change. This, I usually put $10 a month. So this is just me thinking out, what is the future going to look like, you know, with all these changes and stuff. Senior year, I don't fund this. I had this fully funded in September of 2021. My son is graduating in a couple months. So I just put 0 here, but I have an amount. It started at $1,000. I'm down to $371. And then I spent quite a bit in that as well because I got to order cap and gown photos. And I'm not crying. No, not crying at all. Cap and gown photos. When I'm allowed to show them, I will show you guys. I'm so stinking proud of them. This hasn't been funded. I will start funding it again next month. And we'll be good to go there. Let's see, because I'm paying for it this month. Xander, which is identity theft. And I put away $12 a month for that. Epidemic Sound is the music in my videos, and $12 for that. I'll move this up a little bit. Skillshare, videos that I watch for, you know, teachable videos for all kinds of variety of things. Mostly business and Etsy and videos and digital products and things like that. Let's see, Skillshare. I have 75, and that means I need to add 15. There we go. This is when we got the child tax credit last year, and I just saved it in case our taxes, we owed on our taxes. Because of that, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Now we're calling it vacation money, and as soon as I can move it, I will move it to the proper account for that. I don't need it in sinking funds anymore. So that's going to drop that drastically. Norton is $5 a month. And this month we got a whopping, let's see, 84 cents in dividends. So there we go. Here's our totals down here at the bottom. So $3,981.14 is what we have here as our beginning balance. This is what I'm adding to it. That total, I'm just going to write the number down, is $421.35. And then we're going to go through and just, actually I'm going to do lines instead of numerals. I'm going to fill in where we have been spending. I'll get that down a little bit here. So the first thing is Orkin. I made the adjustment here because I think this is where I messed up on that $45 difference from last month to this month that I didn't count for. I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm just going to make the adjustment here and we're going to move forward because I am fine with that. So I needed, let's see, $368.00. So $368 leaves us $3.16. I know I'm not using a calculator, but I have my spreadsheet here. Let's see here. Heating and AC. So we spent $230 and I put $20 away. All right. Cell phone tech added, let's see, we'll do the rest of this later. I didn't take anything out of that. What's the next one I take out of? Senior year. So we bought really cute, I wonder if I can find it. Hold on a second. So I bought this cute congratulations graduate 2022 on Amazon. That was $10.99. And then I also bought, if I can find the plates and the party supplies, is this it? I got this, which was really, really cute. These 3 signs and then this banner to go over the table for decorations. And what else did I get? Anyways, I can't find the paper plates and stuff exactly, but you can imagine what they look like. They have the same decoration, blue and gold, and congratulations and all that. So I spent that plus $220 on, that was $40, and then $220 on all the graduation stuff, cap and gown photos, $220 for that. That was just crazy. So I really depleted this count, but I'm so glad I did. The year before my son graduated, when he was a junior, I put $100 a month away for 10 months and came up with $1,000. And I am down to, see, I spent $262.43. And I'm down to $108.78. And that's going to help with any food. I have my parents, my father-in-law, Aunt Kathy, and the 4 of us. And I think $100 should be enough to cover a little party afterwards. So I'm super excited. He's graduating. I got his pictures. I got his yearbook. I got all the party supplies. Cap and gown's been ordered. All the announcements, invitations, and all the things that are necessary for graduation, we've done. He didn't want a class ring, so we didn't get him a class ring. He doesn't wear jewelry anyway. $120. Canva came out on April 5th, so that is 0. And that is fine. And then what else? That is it. These 4 items are what we actually spent out of the account. The rest of it stayed the same. Or not stayed the same, but I added 2. So this is what we deducted out. Essentially what I do is for this, and we'll total this up really quick, 368 plus 230. Oops, that's not right. 368 plus 230 plus 120 plus 262.43, and that gives us $980.43. There we go. Now we need to get the totals of how much I added for all the categories here. We know what we reduced each time we spent something, but we really don't know what we have as far as how much we added to the account. So here the ending balance is the same as the beginning balance because we didn't spend anything, $139, and we didn't add anything to it. This one would have $33.35 plus the $6.67, and you get a new balance of $40.02 that is going to carry over into May. Oh, and I got to do May's, I got to print May's budget sheets. I already have May's sheets in the Etsy store, so if you're interested in seeing those, they're kind of a eucalyptus style. I call it eucalyptus bloom, I think is how I called it. So I'm excited about that. And the new budget sheets, let's see, $23.33 plus $5.84, $29.17, and then here $516.92. A lot of these have a lot of odd numbers because it depends on how much I took out from what was owed. All right, so this is going to be $573.92. This is getting close to when it's due in June, by the end of June, I believe. Once the bill comes in, whatever the amount I have, if I need more, I'll take it out of the budget. If I don't, then I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. This one is $100. This one is $300. Easy math so far. This one is $250. This one is $40. Let's see, business license is $60. And when you make it whole numbers, it makes them rounded up. It makes it a lot easier. I've thought about doing it up here, but I just don't. I don't mind the change, but some people mind it, so I don't worry about it. So this is $72 here dollars. And then 72, and then 15, 75 plus 15 is 90. Just make sure I had that right in my head. Let's see, this one doesn't change, it's $1,500. $5, I'm not $5, $15. And then this one, it's $8.17 plus 0.84, and that gives us $9.01, which is probably taking us a year to get, so it's not that much, but that's okay. I just started doing sinking funds, I guess, for the past year, no more than a year, I think, and I really, really highly recommend them. So now that the sinking funds are done, I gotta get this total here. And I'll fast forward through this part and be right back.
I never thought in the wildest dream I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than...
I have $3,422.06. That is correct. That is what my bank account says, and that was the goal of this video, is to get this balance to my bank account number because I'm done going in and out of the account. I've already made the deposit for what I needed for the account and taken out what I needed. So $3,422.06. This is what's going to be balanced forward into the next month. And yeah, that makes my life so much better, to having all this ready to go and available for whenever these bills decide to pop up. Now, as we move and make changes, we may have extra cash in categories, and I will probably leave them in sinking funds, because if we buy a new house when we move, then we'll have a starter fund for another termite company, another heating and AC company, another, like we have City of Chesapeake. Instead of a county, we have a city, and we pay those taxes and fees. Wherever we go next, it might be a little different, but we can just rename a lot of these categories. We can consolidate them and start all over, but it'll be a great place to have just sitting off to the side as a starter fund for these types of annual expenses in the new place that we live. So that's really comforting to know that I have something already started and ready to go. And now the savings tracker. So what kind of money moves have we made? Now, it won't be complete because I'm doing this mid-month, but it'll be mostly complete and you'll get the idea. So I did not add any money here in my emergency fund. We have 3 months of savings. If I feel like we need to do more as we're transitioning, then I will. I'm not sure if we're gonna have to use it. My husband does want to change jobs, and we may need it to float us a couple of months or so. We may add to it as my husband is currently getting overtime. The goal is to put overtime here in moving prep, but and that will be the first kind of mini emergency fund to start with if we needed to. And then anything we need above that, we can use this emergency fund to do our move and take the time off. So here we go. Roth IRA for Paycheck 1, and that's $158. And Roth IRA Paycheck 2, which both happen on the first of the month. So I transferred $316, which is the total of these two numbers together, into the money market account. And this is for next year's Roth IRA for 2023. And this is my personal one. My husband's funding it, but this is my personal one. He wanted me to have something for the future, and I greatly appreciate him for that. On the 15th, which is Paycheck 3, is another $158. Every paycheck between now and the last paycheck of the year is $158, except for the last paycheck, and that's $154, and that will equal $6,000. So for us, on how the pay schedule will work. Now there's a fourth pay this month, and I could write it in just because it'll be done, and I know I'll do it. It won't be a problem, but $158 will come out on that check. It's an overtime check as well as a paycheck, and it's a magic month where we really don't have any use for that paycheck. More than likely, it'll go in the moving prep. I think that would be the best place for it. Spring break's almost over. I really don't have any plans to spend it, and I'm just not that worried about it. So unless we decide to pay for something in cash sooner than we think, then we'll use that paycheck to do it. I haven't decided. I don't know. We do have vacation fund. I do want to move that $1,500 into this account, but I'm not going to do it just yet. The reason being is when we set it up online, but it's not set up as a joint account with me. It's just my husband's. And so I can't see it on my profile with my bank. Navy Federal is really weird. You have the originator, which is the owner of the account, which was my husband. He set up the account, and then I became joint on it. So I'm not the owner, but I am joint with him on it. So any accounts that pop up, we have to be joint together. He has to tell them she is joint with me on this account. Any savings, any checking, any money market, all of that, he has to add me onto it. So we haven't done that yet. It's not a big deal though. Let's see. Gotta find my little bit of interest. So this time around, and it hasn't been long since we set up this account. So this was the interest that I accumulated over a year for the shared savings account. Now that's money market account. It's a little bit higher, but not very much. We got $5.25. I'm excited to see what next month shows. It's for the savings because it's going to be a full entire month of having the money market account. This is new to us. And then we didn't take anything out, and we don't plan to. And that's why I have an erasable pen in case we have to go back and change that. So 158, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 is 632. Added in, $0 taken out. And so that means the ending balance is 18,250 here. This is 474 plus 158. And it makes it $632 3 times. I know this is broken down like very precise, but that's just my personality type. And then this is the first time we've had a 4th paycheck. We'll have one more later this year. I think September, I'm not sure. If he's still with the job that long. We don't know what the job situation is going to look like, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see, 158. And if he changes his job, that does change the plan for the savings for next year. That's okay. Regardless of what the savings is for the Roth IRA, if we can't make it and we can get close, or we can use savings to help fund the Roth for the beginning of next year, I'm not worried about it. But we'll see what happens. You know, we don't know what kind of job he's going to get. We don't know what's going to happen. So we're just praying that God just guides us in the right direction. $4,000 is our vacation fund we hope to use this year. This was some overtime money and stuff that we put aside for earlier from the last time he was traveling on business, and it's sitting right here and just waiting to be used. We haven't decided what we're doing because we don't know what anything looks like in the future, so we can't make any decisions just yet. I gotta wait for him to get back. $525 is the interest, so we have dividends of $47.61 plus the 4,000 plus 158 plus 632 plus 632 plus 632 plus 18,250. Okay, 18,250. Enter. So we have $24,351.61. Okay. You know what? I didn't add the dividends here. 158 times 4 plus 525. Silly me. So 725 is off. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm sure you guys are looking at it going, girl, what are you doing? All right, here we go. So my spreadsheet and this match. I'm so glad I did math well today. Gotta be thankful for the small things. So that's what my money market is going to look like as soon as the last paycheck of the month comes, and I can get this last $158 in, and we're good to go. Nothing's going to change there. This has made a big change. It has drastically reduced. I have not added any money in. But I did take money out. Oh, I didn't take any money out of there. Look at that. I was already ready for the total. So no money came out of here. $6,000 came out of here, which means I'm fully funding my Roth IRA for 2022. It's in the checking account as if you saw my weekly my paycheck to paycheck, you would see it's really high numbers, but 6,000 of it is sitting there waiting to be taken out for my Roth IRA as soon as all the electronic signature paperwork things process. I'm still waiting for the email on that, but everything else is started and we're good to go. And now we're down to $810, and this is just travel expense. Just travel expense. I do plan to add more money to this account, which is the moving prep, but I won't make that decision until the end of the month, and I'll show you in my closeout what this looks like. So for right now, I'm not even going to fill that in. I'm not going to do any totals except for over here, because I know, unless my husband says, hey, in a couple of days they're going to take money out for travel, then I'm not going to worry about it. And it's erasable, so I can go back and change it. Cash envelopes. I'm pretty sure that's most people's favorite. It's not something I do often, but I thought I'd give it a try. Real cash, small, tiny cash envelope decision making. So GalaxyCon, I do have a tracker in this. I don't have a tracker in this. And right now, let's start with haircuts. So haircuts has, and I got to talk this out because I'm not sure what I'm doing. Haircuts has $70. This is what I needed for Saturday. And when I went to the bank and got the $80, intending it for it to be Saturday, I moved money around and I'm like, I'm not sure how, because I wanted to give her $70 because $80 seemed a little too steep with a tip, but this is plenty. So I'm like, how do I do this? And I moved money around. So I have my $70 for the haircut, and I should get $40 left over out of moving the money around. So that is what is in here. I took this from this cash envelope. I'm not sure how I did this. There was already cash in here, and then here, I'll pull the tracker out. I put April 1st, $170. I took out $30, and today I'm putting $120. So I got $160 out of the bank right here. So I know in order to reach the goal I need here, which is originally $800, but as you can see, all I have is 20s and 50s. So $10 extra is going here. And I think $10 extra going here, because that $30 is now going for, it'll be 40 here and then 810 here because I pulled out an extra 20. And with the 50s, I was able to divide it up somehow. I'm not sure how. This is why I don't do cash envelopes, because I don't go inside the bank to get denominations, and I have to do them in 20s and 50s, and it didn't always work out right. Anyway, here is 120, 40, and 60, $160. I need 120 for this. So that's where this is going, which leaves me $40, and I'm just going to stuff my cash in there. And that is that. So now what I have for my cash envelopes, this 810 should match what I have here. Now GalaxyCon, I don't know if you know what that is. It's basically where actors, older actors usually, kind of go and do autographs and meet and greets, and they have comic book artists. It's GalaxyCon is what it's called. So it's like Comic-Con, but smaller, and it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's actually a pretty big event. And my son and I have been going since 2017 every year, except for the year that they canceled, and since he graduated high school, and it's been a lot of fun, and he absolutely loves it. He loves to go and meet the wrestlers, and that's his favorite thing. So let's count this money up. There's 100, 200, 300, 400, and I don't really count these very well, so I do apologize. And I don't stack very well, so I'm just going to alternate like that. Let's see, I've already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 550. I'm going to put 50 over here by himself. So that's 450. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's another 100. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's another 100. And 1, 2, and 3. And I'll put that over here. So, as you can tell, I don't do cash envelopes. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, okay, 700, and 50s and 20s, 750, and then 2, 4, and 6, so 50 plus 60 gives us 110 plus 700, and that gives us 810. So I have exactly what I have tracked on here. I can put this 50 on top and 20s on the bottom. Now, why am I collecting cash when I normally do everything electronic? GalaxyCon, when you do autographs and you meet and greet and all that stuff, it's easier to do cash than it is like a credit card or debit card, because there's fees when the celebrity does that. If not, you can just use cash and it's a flat rate of, you know, $20, $50, $100, $60, whatever, the $80, whatever it is to get the autograph, and then whatever you're getting signed and stuff like that. So it's easier and cheaper to do cash than it is to rent a card. And not all celebrities will take cards. They will just take cash only, and you just don't know. What I do love about it is you get to do selfies with them at their table sometimes. So they'll be next to you, and you somebody will take a picture for you on your phone, and they're not always perfect or great, but you're standing there with a celebrity, and it's pretty kind of cool. I've done that with a handful of celebrities. Let's see, my favorite is Ralph Macchio, who's the Karate Kid. If you watch Cobra Kai, I absolutely love that guy. He's somebody I watched growing up, and it just took me back to, you know, my teenage years and all that stuff. So Ralph Macchio is pretty awesome. And I forgot to put the tracker in. Haircuts, I just do cash. My stylist comes to my house and she cuts her hair in our kitchen and colors it. So this is just extra cash I can throw in here. I pay $20 for my son to get his hair buzzed and his beard trimmed. And so these will be 2 haircuts for him. And that includes the tips. So she's pretty cool. And then this weekend, I already have $70 in here, so that's where all the money is going, regardless if I did it right or not. I know where the cash is. So now I started out with 40. Somehow I started out with 70. Let me fix that. And I actually wrote that with a different pen, so to make it match, I'll use the pen I wrote with. But I'm in love with this. This is a 07, this is a 05. So I'm in love with this one, and I want to use this. So I still have one more, and I haven't done anything with, is YouTube Savings Challenge. And that I still have $20 in. So, yeah, I don't know what to do next. I think because of the move and things changing so quickly, I'm not going to worry about it. So I didn't add anything there. I added $40 here because that was leftover cash. And then we added, oh gosh, how much did we add here? 10 minus 550. We added this month so far $260 for GalaxyCon. And I think there's going to be another addition plus 80. I think we're going to do, and I'll erase it in later, but we're going to add another $80 at the end of the month for $340. So I'll erase it and change that. Well, I can do it now. It's not that big a deal. I'll just put the cash in. I don't have to, and I'll show you guys there. So I have a total of $340 by the end of the month. Because these cash envelopes aren't really spending, they're just saving for a fun event or some like beauty envelope. I don't get into them very often. Unless I have a crisis or emergency, I would never really touch these. I forget that I have them half the time. And nothing's coming, well, I won't say that. But nothing's coming out of this, and so the 70 is coming out of this. So this is going to end in $70. And so that leaves $40 in that cash envelope, and then $550 plus the 340. Wait a minute, why didn't it work? 550 plus the 340. Okay, so I'm gonna have 890. Somewhere I gotta find a 10 and round that up. But that is what I'm gonna have left at the end of the month when I close out my budget, and I've already gotten it written down, and I'm happy with that. So that is the budget. That is the savings tracker. So cash envelopes, shared savings, which is just general savings, and then a money market account. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and get my notebook, pop these pages back in, and close out this very long video. I hope to shorten it in editing, but we'll see what happens there. And I'll be right back. Okay, this is it. This is my sinking fund savings tracker. And I know it was a longer video than usual, but breaking down these new savings accounts and having 2 full pages instead of just a little bit here and a full page over here was a lot longer than I thought. And adding cash envelopes, which I don't do very well. And put a laugh emoji, like a really hard laugh emoji at the bottom if you got this far, and laugh at my cash envelope style, because I'm just horrible at it. But I hope to get better. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
I always thought I'd be waiting